Hello everyone, I'm your English tutor Shivangi and welcome back to my channel English with Shivangi. Today I'm going to teach you a very beautiful topic in English language, which is this phrase used to. It is a beautiful phrase. Are you used to using used to? Well, that was quite a tongue twister, but we use this phrase used to a lot, and there are so many mistakes that we are making which we don't realize. So today I am going to teach you the correct usage of used to, and I am going to tell you how the grammar works behind used to. So let's get started. Okay, now for this lesson, I recommend you to keep a pen and paper handy. If you don't have one nearby, it's okay. You can continue with the lesson. No worries. Now I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You have to think about the answer because obviously you can't reply to me, and I'm going to then tell you the correct answer for those questions. Okay, let's start with a very interesting activity. You're going to enjoy this lesson a lot. I must tell you that. Now, think about your childhood or maybe your school days. What did you love about your school days? What did you used to do in your school days? Think about it. If you want more time to think about your answers, you can pause this video, but I will continue with the lesson. I think your answers must have been around this line that you used to wake up early in the morning, you used to go to school by either bicycle or bus or on foot, you used to reach school by 7 a.m., then you used to come back from school around in the afternoon, then you used to go to park to play. Did you notice that I use the phrase used to for everything that I was talking in the past? So here comes the main focus of the usage of used to. That used to is actually used for the actions that have happened in the past. Are you in the school right now? No. For someone who's still in the school, is your routine similar to when you were a child, a little child? Are you still doing those things? No. So this is something that has happened in the past. It's done. It's done now. Were these things a routine which regularly happened? Yes, they were a routine. So habits or routine that has happened in the past, to describe those things, we use this phrase used to. So let's summarize that used to is used to describe the actions that have happened in the past. It is also used to describe past routines and past habits. We can also use it to describe past situation. A situation which was true for a particular period of a time. For example, if I say that house used to be white, for a particular time period that house was white in color, but now the color has changed. It's no longer white. So this is a situation. It's not an action. It's not habit. It's a situation. A situation. We used to travel by train. That's habit. That house used to be white in color. It's a situation. Okay. So these are the usage of used to. Now let's focus on the sentence and let's focus on the grammar. Let's look at sentence structure. What's I here? It's a subject. Then after I, it's used to. Here used to it's a fixed phrase. We will call it a fixed phrase. Why? Because there are so many phrases like this. Even model verbs, they are also considered as fixed expressions or fixed phrase. So it's a fixed phrase, we are going to write it as it is. Subject plus used to. After used to, what's there? Wake. Wake up. So wake. It's the verb. In which form is this verb? It's in the first form. So subject plus used to plus verb's first form, or we can call infinitive form or root form of the verb. And at the end comes the object phrase or object complement, the complete sentence. The rest of the sentence is known as object complement or object phrase. We can call it object, or we can also write it as rest of the sentence. Subject plus used to plus verb's first form plus rest of the sentence. So that's the structure. Now let's talk about how we can turn the sentence into a negative sentence, negative form. So let's learn about the negative form of this sentence. How can you make this negative? To make it negative, we have to put this magic word didn't. Didn't is the contracted form of did not. So did not becomes didn't. I didn't. Now we have to pay attention here. This used to becomes used to. So I didn't used to wake up at 5:30 a.m. Now why we are doing this? Why we are writing used to instead of used to? Sometimes in spoken English, used to is accepted because native English people, they speak like that. But in exams, we can't write used to after didn't. It is considered wrong. In exams, in formal letters, in writings, we can't use used to. Why? Because did is already in the past tense. When one verb is in the past tense, we don't use past tense for the another one. It's already in the simple past. So we can't use another verb in the simple past. That's the rule. So that's why we will not use used to. We will use used to. So I didn't used to wake up at 5:30 a.m. Now again, I, it's the subject, plus the verb do, the past form of the verb do. So here it is did plus not plus used to plus again verb's first form and then rest of the sentence. There is no hard and fast rule that this will change or it might change with other verbs. It's very simple. Did not used to remain same. It remains same for every sentence. If you're making a negative sentence, subject plus did not used to, and we don't say did not. In spoken English, we say didn't. So didn't used to wake up 5:30 a.m. Now, let's look at the question form of this sentence. How to form a question with used to. Now, let's look at the question form of this sentence. How we can use used to in a question. So, how can I convert this sentence in question? From which word should I begin my sentence? It's very simple. We begin a question with the auxiliary verb did. Did followed by subject. Did I used to wake up at 5:30 a.m.? Did I used to wake up at 5:30 a.m.? Did you notice that again I didn't use used to here. I used to. You remember the rule? Because there's did in the sentence, and with did we will never repeat the past tense again. So used to. So what's the sentence structure here? It's the auxiliary verb first. Auxiliary verb is helping verb. So what we can write is helping verb did plus subject plus our fixed expression used to. Okay, let me write it here. Used to plus verb's first form plus rest of the sentence. So helping verb did plus subject plus used to plus verb's first form plus rest of the sentence. For example, did she used to eat chocolate ice cream? Did she used to like music? Did he used to ride bike? So here did, subject plus used to, our verb will always remain in first form. Remember, after this expression, it's fixed. We are using verb in the first form. Whether it's a positive sentence, it's a negative sentence, or a question form of the sentence. So this was all about used to. Do comment in the comment box below what you used to do in your past days. I will see you next time with a new lesson. Till then, bye bye. Take care.